light, turn left onto Freedom Trail, Washington Street. Then your destination will be on the left.
Good morning. We made it down to Boston this morning. We are currently walking to the Boston Common, and we're going to do the Freedom Trail path today, see how that works out. It's like a 2.5 mile walk apparently, but getting down here was a challenge, that was for sure. The traffic in downtown Boston is no joke. You got anything to add to the traffic?
No, I'm just glad I wasn't driving. That's all I gotta say. That would have sucked.
But it looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be hot again in the low 90s today. I don't think it's gonna be as hot as what it was in Salem, but it's still gonna be warm.
We're taking the Freedom Trail, and as you can see ahead of us, we're following the red line. There's 16 stops, and we're gonna try to hit them all today in a couple of hours. So hopefully it won't be too hot and sweaty, and we'll enjoy this tour of Boston.
Yeah, right now we're in Boston Commons, the big park right in the middle of the city. Very, very pretty park. A lot of trees, a lot of up and down, walking paths, benches in the shade. Just really pretty area. If you're ever out in Boston and do the Freedom Trail, I highly recommend doing a self-guided tour. The trail is super easy to follow. We had no problems following the trail and seeing all the sights. And if you want to know the history, you can just look it up on your phone, and you're not at the mercy of a tour group. It didn't cost us any extra money, and I highly recommend doing a self-guided tour if you're ever out there. One of these days, I'm going to get my shit together on this camera. I just recorded that entire section with the cover over the lens, so I couldn't see anything. Point to shit, tell you what it is, and can't see nothing. We're going to the Bunker Hill Monument, which is over there. The Washington Monument looking thing. And then the USS Constitution's over here. You can kind of see the mast sticking up above that red building, that brick building over there. And they got downtown Chicago behind us. And the
downtown Chicago?
Or downtown Chicago.
I was like, you can see Chicago from here?
Downtown Boston. Downtown Boston right behind us.
Wow, that's getting Illinois up close and personal from Boston.
Oh, it made it all the way around.
Final leg.
And we are
stop.
at the USS Constitution, which is something Lori was wanting to see when we came out here. And there she is.
Sails back in the 1812 was about 46, 48 sails back in those days. Now we don't use that many sails. Since you get tucked along, we only use 6, and it's considered as the battle class, battle sails at the time. So now when we call, we call about 6 or 7 times a year. We're about to pull out.
We are in the bottom of the USS Constitution here. Said the ship is like 200 and something years old. Well, we just got off the Constitution. What was your impressions of it? It was worth the trip?
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. It was really cool that it's still, you know, all there and as old as it is, and that they can keep it, you know, going like they have.
Saying it'd be cool to be out on the ocean on that thing, just see what it would feel like. We got a little guided tour from a Navy guy. He kind of gave us a breakdown on some history of it and talked about everything, about a couple of the battles they were in and how they handled things.
It was pretty cool, the number of men that would have been on that ship and on board and on the battle gun level and on the berth level where everybody slept, and they had another level where they stored the food. And it was very interesting. And the different types of cannon balls and stuff.
Yeah, the different weapons, that was interesting.
I didn't understand or didn't know anything about that. The different ones were to do damage to different things. Some to people, some to the sides of the ship, some to the mast, some to the sails. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah. I think it was worth the walk
Yeah.
to go around the whole Freedom Trail and end up there. On our way back to the park, and Google Maps, I put that in there. Thank God for Google Maps, by the way. I mean, it's been a lifesaver to get around everywhere, that's for sure. But it's taken us on this little lock walk path, which is really cool. These movable walkways that go in between and open up the locks and dams here.
Hello.
It's really a unique path that we wouldn't have gone on otherwise. We would have just gone up and over the bridge. But Google Maps took us this way for a walking path, and it's really cool. So we made our way back to Boston Common and had our lunch in the park. Enjoyed some time in the park, and then we went down a few blocks to get Lori's picture in front of the Cheers restaurant, famous from the TV show in the 80s. So stay tuned for part 6, where we head to our final destination at Bar Harbor, Maine.